Right, so many app entrepreneurs, they have this question of on which platform should they release their app first? Should it be Google Play, Android, or should it be Apple App Store? Big question, big debate. Here's my take. And just to let you know, I released my apps first on Google Play. And what it allowed me to do was to, Google Play, there's no restriction. You can release any kind of app you want, no matter how early you are with the app or how bad it is. And you can update your app as many times as you want. And I often did it, like when I was in my rapid development, I was doing it like 3 times a day. And I thought people would complain, like my users would complain, but they didn't complain, thank God. Anyway, so what happens is if you want to iterate and innovate quickly, right, and a lot of trial and error, a lot of try this feature, try that feature, try this, Android is your friend, Google Play, right? Because it's impossible to do with an iPhone app, because there's like a week-long or 5-day-long process between when you submit the app and when they release it to the App Store. So the release cycle is too slow for innovation, right? Because if you want to make 100 iterations with different experiments on your app, guess what? How many weeks is that going to take? It's going to take like 2 years almost on iOS. And by that time, everything is going to change, like the whole ecosystem, right? So, and if you're innovating and you're iterating on your app quickly, it's Android for you, right? Once you find the features that work and that your users like, slowly release those to your Apple app, right? That's what I did, and that formula really worked for me. Now, if you want to go out, and this used to be more of a case, but it's still kind of the case. If you want to go out and have a big app release, and if you're really banking on your release and stuff like that, well, you want to have both. You want to release with both. But generally, if you can't release on both at the same time, it's iOS. Because it's still like the shinier object, people still get more excited. It still has that early adopter crowd, right, who are crazy about technology. These people who go like, I love technology, blah, blah, blah. They're on Apple mostly, largely. And a lot of the reporters and tech reporters, they like see, oh, Apple app, it's like, that still has some credibility there. So it's got credibility with the early adopter crowd and reporters whom you might want to get to cover your app. And there's a coolness factor, right? So those are, so the Android is, I think it's a little bit more practical. And iOS, I feel like it's, if you already have your marketing strategy and you already have your you want to get a big bang on your app release, then I think maybe it's the App Store, iOS App Store. That's how I would kind of draw my pros and cons on where I would release the app. And by the way, guys, if this is helpful, try my mobile app book. The book is good. If you like the book will be really helpful. Let me tell you a little bit about it. I think it's amazing. So obviously I've told you about my apps a little bit in the videos. The apps are I've gotten something accumulative, I don't even count anymore, but it's over 500,000 downloads. No money spent on advertising. I've dominated search. I've gotten a lot of publicity. I've gotten every social sharing. I've gotten every marketing strategy that you can name. I did it pretty well. I explained it. So I have my apps that have been successful. I made a business out of them, and I've coached over 100 other app entrepreneurs on their apps. Right. So in the book, I present exactly what I did for my apps. I almost give a lot of case studies, oh, I did this for my apps and that worked, this didn't work, stuff like that. And a lot of times I give oh, a lot of entrepreneurs try this, or they have this misconception and then that doesn't work. So in the book you get my experience and experience of that 100 other entrepreneurs I've coached, and I explain how to promote your app, how to monetize your app, the pitfalls to avoid, and most importantly, really how to make your app into a business, right, that makes money. That's what you really want, and not some trinket, something, right, like a toy that people blah 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 use and throw away, right? Big distinction. If you make it into a business, that's what you really want, right? And the whole book is, it's something that I constantly, when I was writing it up, I was constantly thinking I really want to make sure that people get a lot from this and are able to find success in their own apps. So check out my my book. It's on Amazon. It's on the Kindle. I'll link to it right in the description of the video. So as soon as the video ends or whatever, you can click show more on right in the video. Right, there's a description. You click show more, and there's going to be a link right to the Amazon. And the book is really affordable. And I mean, you should actually read it before you even write the first line of code for your app, because chances are, if you're going to run into some pitfalls, and if I at least prevent you from like one pitfall, a pitfall can be like tens of thousands of dollars and months of development. So, and if you, in a book for a few dollars can prevent you from that, oh my God, no brainer. Thank me later. No, but yeah, write to me and tell me if this stuff that is helpful for you. But anyway, get the book. I hope it's helpful for you, and definitely comment in the videos as well, and let me know what you think of my videos, or if there's some topic I'm not covering, tell me, and I'll cover that. I'll make a video, I'll explain it, I'll help you.